We want to thank you for being a part of our Hope of Easter devotionals. Today is day 4. Today we want to be looking at the words of Jesus from the cross. When we see that, there is so much hope in those words. The first thing we want to see is that Jesus looks down and he says, Father, forgive them. Now the people he's looking at are people who have hated him, people who have been extremely brutal toward him, and yet he says, forgive them. And I want us to understand that our own sins, our own failures can be forgiven. And we find that hope in the cross. Another thing that Jesus says is he looks at John and he says, John, take care of Mary. And when he's looking at that, he's thinking about human relationships. He wants everything to be cared for. He wants us to care for one another. But the most important relationship that Jesus wants for us is for us to be in a relationship personally with him. One of the other things we see in the cross that gives us hope is when the thief, who literally was being punished for a crime that he had done, looks over to Jesus and asks that he remember him. Jesus says, today you will be with me in paradise. What an amazing statement of the love that Jesus has for others. This man can't do anything to correct his wrongs. He can't pay for his sin. But yet he is forgiven because he puts his trust in Jesus Christ. Another thing I want us to see is he shouts victoriously, it is finished. Salvation is complete. Everything that is needed to offer salvation to all of us is done. And lastly, I want us to understand that when he commits himself to the Father, he does that fully out of trust. The trust that he will be received in that way. And one of the things he wants us to do is he wants us to understand we will be received not on the merits of our own abilities, but on our personal relationship with him. You see, the cruelty of the cross could not diminish the love God had for us. So today we have hope because we see God's love poured out on the cross. May he provide hope for you throughout this Easter season.